Okay, David, do you want to start us off?
Matt, it's great that cricket isn't predictable, of course, but 90 all out and then immediately happens in 10.
I don't know really. Look, I think we all know that our first innings was a bit of a shocker, and to lose wickets quickly is always disappointing. But you know, you look on. You always, as a professional sportsman, you have to look forward. You have to look at taking positives from a day, and the way Compo and Cookie went about their business today or this afternoon was absolutely fantastic. To end up none down at the end of close of play, we take a huge amount from that. We're still behind in the game, obviously, but it gives us a lot of confidence that we can go into tomorrow and try and bat for a long period of time, which we obviously need to do.
Matt, England have done well tonight, and they could save the match if they bat better tomorrow. But every player lined up before the series started said we're ready for this. The first innings all out of 191 seems to suggest that they weren't ready for it.
I sat here, 2 days before the Test match, and spoke to you guys and said it's all and good talking. You've got to go out and do it. And unfortunately, first innings we didn't do it. Simple as that. I think we're all honest enough to hold our hands up and go, right, we didn't get that right. You need one or two things to go your way as well. And you need a bit of confidence. I think the guys went out there. Everyone I know for a fact was very keen to get into this Test match. The batters wanted to get out there and prove a point. We knew the wicket was going to turn a bit. And I think maybe we got a little bit too sort of ahead of ourselves and a bit panicky. Whereas the second innings we seemed to be a lot calmer. And as I say, certainly led by Cookie and Compo and the way they went about that. And I think that's we have to take a lot from that. Getting our game plans right and sticking to a method, because they're no demons. Yes, it's turning a bit, it's bouncing a bit, but you can bat periods of time out there.
Do you know why people didn't stick to a method?
I think you also have to allow for good bowling. I think you also have to allow for pressure on individuals. The wicket is certainly turning. You know, you look at the day one wicket and day two wicket. They're different wickets. It's drying out. It's turning a lot more than it did, and that's not an excuse at all, because we're prepared for that. It's playing exactly how we thought it would, how we've been preparing. But ultimately, it's about execution and going out there and executing your plans that you've worked on away from the test ground.
What was the mood exactly in the dressing room immediately after the innings folded out from 191? Did you guys have a team talk after that before you began the second?
Look, there's no point crying over spilled milk. You have to move on. We knew that we underperformed. No one's more frustrated than the guys sat in the dressing room. But most importantly, we went out there and we're none down, 110 whatever it is for none. Now that's a fantastic turnaround, and that's the things that we'll be looking at. We won't be looking at the first innings and what happened there. We'll be looking at the fact we're none down, still in this game. Okay, behind the game, but we're still in the game and we're fighting hard, and that's all you can do.
Did you have a team talk before you began the second?
We had a conversation, as you would before any innings.
Obviously, it's good for batsmen to be positive, but was there any explanation coming from Ian Bell to sort of where his choice of shots?
Belly's one of the finest batters of hitting the ball over the top that I know. And the one thing you talk about is playing your own game and backing yourself, as your teammates will back you the whole way. Only Belly will know the plan he had and what he wanted to do, and it didn't come off. If he comes down the wicket and he knocks it for one bounce four, everyone will be saying, what a fantastic shot. He's off and running, knocks the singles away, gets a 50, he's a hero. Those are the fine lines that you play. You know, you play sport, those are the fine lines. It doesn't come off, it doesn't look great, admittedly, but you cannot question the quality and the class of a batter like Ian Bell. We all know his class, and hopefully he's going to show it.
What's what happens in those circumstances? Would he come back and apologise or just say nothing? Or what would normally happen in those circumstances?
Well, again, we've all played long enough and we all know each other well enough that there's no point, you know, sulking or coming in. He knows he probably got it slightly wrong today, but ultimately we've got a big second innings coming up, and I'm sure he'll be as motivated as any one of our batters to get a big score second innings.
Yeah, Matt, you always bring a positive mindset to cricket. I know you're also realistic. I mean, what is realistically achievable for England in 2 days of
Who knows? As I said, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, we're fantastically placed now, it all looks great, because it's not. We're still a long way behind the game. The wicket's turning, it's a bit of a reverse swing. But what we will do is fight, and we will try and learn the lessons from the first innings, and we will try and make strides forward. If we get anything from this game, that would be a fantastic effort, but it's not unrealistic.
Peter Singh is one of your key batsmen, and watching him struggle the way he did in the middle, how can it be demoralizing for the rest of the team?
KP is a fantastic player. He's one of our main batters, as he said, but he's only one player. We all have to play our own games. You watch Kev. I watched him batting at Headingley against Stain and Morkel. I watched him batting in Colombo, getting 150. That's absolutely fantastic. But because maybe he doesn't get runs today, we can't all fall apart. As I say, he's one player in a team of 11, and we all need to hold our hands up, and we all need to perform.
Last couple.
I think there were 6 decisions today which were proved wrong on replays, a couple went against you guys, 4 went against India. Do you think it's another case another technology question. another case of why technology is a good thing.
Just gets in the way, doesn't it? Look, I personally have always been a fan of DRS. I think if there's technology out there that can help and aid in making split-second decisions, then why wouldn't you use it? We've seen in a number of series now where it's worked and worked very, very well. It's not about trying to sneak wickets using technology. It's just about eradicating that major error. That can happen. Since DRS started, and I've been having to try and refer him, it's tough to be stood out there for an umpire and make a decision straight away. Sometimes you don't pick up the inside edges. We are playing at a level now where there's a lot riding on decisions. And as you say, 2 went against us, 4 went against India, whatever it may be. It would be great, as I say, if the technology is available and it is, available, all of it is available in every series. I don't like the idea of it mixing and matching through different series. If you're going to have DRS, you want all the technology available, and it must be the same in every series. But if it is available and it can happen, I personally think we should have it.
Last one.
Matt, you were very disciplined. At any point in time, we feel that the pitch was alarming, and that was the reason, was it really capitulation, or did we just like not to
It definitely is doing something. It's turning. There's bouncing there, and I think more importantly, walking out in a position where you're 5 down for not many on the scoreboard is probably the most alarming thing. And you have to just try and settle in, calm everything down, and get on with your job of trying to accumulate runs with your partner and create a bit of a partnership. As I say, there is a little bit of moving out there. There is a bit of turn and bounce, but it's certainly, as the guys have shown there this afternoon, if you get in, you can bat. You can bat on it. Certainly not a snake pit by any stretch of imagination. So, again, tomorrow morning we'll come back and have to bat a long time.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.